What is up, guys? Today we'll be talking about the best budget tablets in the $200 to $300 price range. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first on the list is the iPad, the 10.2-inch model. This is overall, I think, the best choice for most people. One of my favorite tablets still. The design on here is very premium. Again, it's a little dated from the front compared to some tablets that we're going to see on this list just because of the bezels, but I'm sure they're going to update the design with the next model. But overall, this is still a very nice and premium feeling and looking tablet still. So you do have a 10.2-inch display. It's a Retina display, HD. A very nice display. Had no issues with this display. Watching content, watching Netflix, YouTube is going to be perfectly fine on here. You also have some very loud stereo speakers, so just the media experience on this tablet is going to be excellent as well. You have the Touch ID on here, which works very fast, so I was really happy with that. You do have the Apple A10 Fusion chip, so this comes into play when you want to game and stuff like that. So if you're into gaming, this is going to be a really good choice for this price point. So you will be able to play pretty much most games on high. PUBG, Call of Duty Mobile. It's just a great performer, so that's one of the things I love about this. Is basically lag free. I never had any kind of stutter problems with this. So this model is compatible with the smart keyboard and Apple Pencil, so that is definitely a plus for people that are trying to write papers. Maybe on here you have that access to Microsoft Word suite applications, and you also have the Apple Pencil for people that are really getting into digital drawing on here. So this is just an excellent pick. Battery life is really great as well at 10 hours of battery life. So this is just an excellent little tablet here. And you also have an 8 megapixel camera on the back and a 1.2 megapixel FaceTime camera, which is some pretty good quality. If you need to scan documents, it's perfectly good for that. So my number one pick on this list. All right, next we have the Glaxy Tab S6 Lite. So this is an awesome little tablet, and as you can see, the design is so much better than the iPad here. You can see slimmer bezels, which is something that I really love about this tablet. So what's really cool about this tablet is that you get the S Pen included with this guy. So unlike the iPad, you don't get that. With this, it's $300, and you also get the S Pen, which is great. So again, for people that want to draw and stuff, you already have your pen here. You don't have to spend any extra money, which is something that's really nice. So you have a 10.4 inch display. It's a full 1080p display, and it's a very nice display. If you don't know, Samsung makes some of the best panels. Now this tablet has 4 gigs of RAM. Of course, it's running Android 10 with Samsung's One UI skin on top of it, so you get those additional features just like you would have on your Galaxy S20. And you also have 64 gigs of storage. You also have an 8 megapixel camera and a front facing camera up front. Now you do get a rated battery life of 13 hours, which is pretty crazy. So much better battery life than on the iPad. So if that's something that concerns you, just having that extra juice, this is definitely going to be an excellent tablet. And for gaming, now this is not going to be better than the iPad. The chip is just not as powerful as that A10 chip, but you will be able to do gaming. You can play Call of Duty on high, PUBG to medium to high settings, but when it comes to Fortnite, from what I've seen, you won't be able to really play Fortnite really at all. I can play it, but on very low settings. So again, this is a very good casual gaming, but just know you're not going to be maxing stuff out. But this is overall a super solid tablet, and it's pretty cheap as well, and you get a lot with it. Now here is a 2-in-1 tablet for my Windows fans. If you haven't seen my full review of this, please check it out. This is one of my favorite tablets or laptops still till this day. The price is just really solid. You can find these for around 150 to 250. The price just goes kind of crazy on these on Amazon, but this is a super solid tablet. It runs Windows 10, the full version, and I was able to do a ton of stuff with this tablet. I was able to run FL Studio, play emulators, web games. So if you're into just wanting a Windows tablet and want to take advantage of like the Windows software with just old emulators and stuff like that, you can plug a controller up to this thing and really have a cool gaming experience on here. What I like, you can put this in tent mode. It's just really awesome. The keyboard comes with it as well as a 10.1 inch display. It is a 720p plus display, and it's pretty solid. Has pretty good viewing angles, so I just really like this, guys. So you have 32 gigs of internal storage. storage. You do have expandable storage as well, which is something that I really love. And then again, remember, you can detach this and use it as a normal tablet. Now the keyboard was fine on here. I thought that it was perfectly fine for me. I don't have the big, big hands, but you will be able to type on here. I was able to type just fine. I actually did a paper on here, no problem. So you can actually get work done on this guy as well. So if you're into just in the Windows side of applications, then definitely this is a super solid option. It's very cheap, so you do get pretty decent battery life. I'm not gonna say great, but decent, around maybe 5 to 6 hours of screen on time. And again, that is depending on what you're doing, so it could be worse depending on if you're gaming really hard on here. But like I said, I played I think San Andreas on here, just like old games like that. It's just really fun. And again, you can plug a keyboard up, so if you're into just kind of like that geeky stuff, then definitely this is going to be super solid. Next is the Fire HD10. So this is an awesome tablet, not just for media, but also for doing some casual gaming on here too. So for 150 bucks, I think this is a super solid deal. So what I like about this is that you get a full 1080p display on here. It's a 10.1 inch display. You also get 32 or 64 gigs of internal storage that is expandable, which is really nice. This tablet does only have 2 gigs of RAM, but from what I've seen, it's very optimized by Amazon. So I've used Kindle tablets before, and they usually don't have a problem with lag or speed. Now I think the great thing about this tablet is if you're into the Amazon ecosystem, which is that you buy books from them, you watch their streaming service, you buy a lot from Amazon, you're a Prime member, this is going to be great for you, because everything is sort of integrated in the OS to give you the best experience with that. And that is something that I really love. So for all my Amazon lovers like me, you pretty much use all their services, then this is going to be an excellent tablet for you. So you do get really good battery life. If you're into reading, you get 12 hours of reading time on here, and it's just an excellent tablet for watching videos, browsing the web, just whatever. And you have the Alexa, of course, on here built in, which is very nice. So if you have your Amazon Assistant on here, it all works together. So this is some, for people that are really into the ecosystem here. So you do have a front-facing camera, 2 megapixel front and rear, shoot 720p. Again, if you want to hopefully not, but take pictures or scan a document, then this is going to be great. You have USB-C charging as well, and I just really love this tablet for the media experience. And also, like I said, you can do light gaming on here. You can give this to a kid as well. They also have cheaper options if you don't want to spend a ton of money, for ranging from I think 50 to 90 to 100. So these prices are just really good for what you're getting. Last on the list is the Glaxy Tab 10.1. So this is an awesome option if you don't want the S6 Lite. So this comes in at around $250. Again, all links will be down below. And what I love about this is that you have a pretty decent display on here. It's a 10.1 inch display. It's actually full HD, and the design still looks really good for this price point. You have some really awesome speakers. You have dual stereo Dolby Atmos speakers on here, very loud. The base model is 32 gigs. You also get micro SD support as well. This is one of those tablets you can do some gaming on, as well as just being a great media tablet for Netflix. You can also get the S Pen with this, but it does not come with it. And you can also buy a keyboard. So if you want to do some actual work on here, you can perfectly do that fine on here. You also have Samsung's One UI on here, so you can take advantage of all of that. You also have 4 gigs of RAM. Android 9 out of the box. This should be getting Android 10 in the near future. So I just really love this one as a cheaper version. Just think of it as a cheaper version of the S6 Lite without the S Pen. So thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.